Ma'am, if you don't identify yourself, we're going to have to add charges. So I suggest you just identify yourself.
Right, man, I told y'all who I was.
You didn't tell us. What is your first and last name?
My first name is Sierra, and my last name is Lowe.
Welcome back to Advocacy Alchemy with Professor Ross. Today we have a good one, guys. This case unfolds in Dayton, Ohio, and what starts as a response to shots fired quickly becomes an emotionally charged arrest. We'll examine the events that led to Sierra Lowe's arrest, break down the legal standards involved, and explore the fine line between non-compliance and obstruction. If you ever wondered how fast things can escalate during a police encounter, this case won't let you down. With that, let's jump in.
In this house,
What's going on? What's going on?
I'm just trying to get my clothes out of here.
Let's quiet down. Okay. Can I talk to you?
My name is Sierra Lowe, ma'am.
Hi. What's going on? What's going on?
Some dude was pulling in my house, shooting in front of my house.
Where was he shooting at? Like what
Right
did he
in
shoot?
front of my house.
What did he shoot is my question.
I don't know.
So what did you call about?
Because I'm just trying to go in there and
He was with her.
I live here.
Okay.
No.
I'm trying to change my
You
clothes.
need to calm down. You need to quiet down just a little bit. We can't be out here yelling. Did she live here? What's going on? I know there was an incident here earlier.
Yes, this is the third time.
Okay. We got to get a story first. Okay, you're trying to live here? What's going on? I know there was an incident here earlier.
Yes.
Get your clothes. And what's the issue? Because we have stories of...
She can grab her clothes.
She can grab her clothes?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't shot at, but it was shots fired.
Okay.
It was shots fired. Now, he's not lying about that. It was a man out here shooting.
He doesn't know.
No, he shot in the air. He shot in the air. But it was not me.
Drama
He said she can get her stuff. Okay. So can we stay here, assist her in getting her stuff, and have her be on her way?
Yes.
Is that okay?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
So I gotta pack all my shit and leave right now. All the shit that I got.
Okay. All right, we're not arguing. Just grab your stuff.
You really doing me like that?
Just grab your stuff. Grab your stuff.
I ain't shit. You know what? I can't grab it. All this stuff I got in here.
Put it in the police car.
Does she live here?
No, she was here a couple of days. She just got out of jail.
Okay. Okay.
I just want her
Does she
stuff
have
out
things
here.
here? What does she have here?
Just
What do you have
clothes.
here? Just clothes? We
This
can't
bag right here,
Okay.
all this right
She was just
here,
here for a couple
and all
days.
this back here.
Okay.
Just take her stuff.
All of
I
this
just don't
back
want
here.
no drama.
Alright. You
Just
good,
get
Bailey,
her
right
out.
All of this shit back here.
there? Okay, yeah.
An escort. Get her
Okay,
out.
so this, okay. Do you have any garbage bags or anything?
No.
Do you have any
I bought them, but they use them.
Do you have any garbage bags or anything?
No, I just need her out of here. Motherfucker,
Okay,
she
what's
been
your name?
calling my
I
house.
understand. Yeah, we're inside. I'll come to the door.
Let me use some Kroger's bags.
I don't have any.
Where's all my cleaning shit at?
What's your
Thing that I buy your bitch ass?
Don't worry. We'll take care of that. Don't engage with her.
Where's all my cleaning stuff at,
Just
Sean?
ignore her. Your phone number?
Nah, you can sit that shit on.
I got a text them number. I don't call her.
That's fine. And you live here?
Yes, ma'am.
Is anybody coming to pick you up?
Nah, you can sit that shit on the curb.
Okay.
Cause that shit cool. You know what I'm saying? This raggedy ass nigga. Bitch ass nigga. Where all my cleaning shit at? Cause you ain't had shit before I got here, bitch. Crackhead smoking motherfucker. He lucky I ain't got no dope or I get him high. That's his problem. He wanna get high. I ain't got no dope.
I got his info. Man, what's your name?
Whatever you want it to be.
Okay. She's just getting her things. The person that was shooting is no longer here. They were at a suburban out front.
Nah, I ain't shooting shit. I ain't shot nothing.
I didn't say you shot
I
anything.
didn't say you did. But I want the drama away from my house.
Bitch, you bring the drama.
I ain't calling
You let the motherfuckers come in here as soon as they can't give you a dime on credit.
Hey, Sierra,
you want to
do you
start
have
acting
your
talking
stuff?
shit.
Do you have your stuff?
How much of it you want to take?
That's it. Now we're leaving. Let's
No,
go.
take all of it. I don't want her back here.
Apparently, the dude in the Suburban was in the street and shot in the air out of the car and then drove off.
You know who he is?
No, and she won't say. I would assume it's whoever dropped her off. I don't know.
She needs to grab. That's why she keeps coming back to get her clothes. I need all of it out of here. I don't need her back here.
Bitch, I fucking house your house, bitch.
Alright. Alright.
Funky mother. Yeah, all this man. Everything back here, man.
Well, we're gonna grab a few things, enough to last, and then we're gonna go, okay?
Well, we need to call somebody to get my shit.
No,
man.
we're not doing that. We're not a moving city.
I'm not leaving my things here.
Okay. You can grab a few things and that's it. Let me talk to you.
I'm gonna have him
Have her
trespass.
I want it all
You
out.
want her trespass from you? That says if she comes back here, she'll go to jail for trespassing.
Okay, but I gotta go to court to do that. Who's that?
Well, that's just not today. If you just want us to trespass her today, you don't have to go to court. That's just officially saying that she's trespassing.
So you don't have to go down court.
No, that if she comes back, you
Okay.
call us. And
Who is that?
It's some citizen.
Okay, you're going to be trespassing here. Basically means you can't come back. If you come back, you go to jail. You're not going to jail today. But if you come
I
back
don't
again,
want her to go to jail.
she's not going to jail today.
I just
If she
want
comes
to
back
stop.
here, then she can go to jail. If you call us.
That's
So I can't sit right here until a ride pull up to get my stuff?
You never said
I can't put all of this stuff in no police car.
Okay, you got to stop.
Are you really gonna do that to me?
You got his information for
Hey, why don't you?
You're gonna go in the car.
Let's go. Come out.
Oh my God. Now, man, I'll take off walking. Give me my purse, man.
You're in the car now. We'll take your car.
He had enough warnings. He's been yelling at you.
Ma'am, all I did was came home.
That's not it.
All right. So I'm going to jail?
Yep.
I'm going to jail?
Yep. For disorderly conduct. We've actually stopped yelling multiple times.
Ma'am, listen.
Here. So we rush here thinking people have guns.
It was a guy out here shooting.
And
It
we'll put
was
that in the
not
report.
me. I wasn't
put that in
getting
the report.
him.
We've been plenty patient with you.
He was here by himself.
All right.
I just got off the bus and walked down the street and they were shooting.
All right.
Hey, please get my purse.
We will.
I got money in there.
Look at it.
Please,
We gave you enough warning. You had that opportunity.
Listen,
You
all
had
I
that
wanted was my clothes.
Okay, you had that opportunity, but you wanted to continue to yell and
Y'all
scream.
seen my clothes and all of my things.
You got it. I'll hold
I
on to
gotta
it.
go to jail because I wanted my
Because we gave you
possessions.
several warnings and you did not.
And you also obstructed our official business.
Another motherfucker shoot a gun and start shooting and I go to jail. Yes,
You're not going to jail for somebody shooting a gun. You're going to jail because you wouldn't calm down and stop yelling when we told you to. You're in this man's house yelling and screaming.
Ma'am, I live here. I got mail in there.
Okay.
I have mail in there. Everything in there. Y'all really gonna take me to jail, man?
Yes.
The decision's been made.
Please. Please. Please, y'all. Please, I'm begging. Please. Just please. Please. I'm gonna walk right now. All I wanted was my
You had that
clothes.
opportunity.
I wanted my
Check
clothes.
these pockets. She's got a t-shirt on.
Everything in there is all that shit is
And you
mine.
could have gotten it, but
Hey, don't take my brother off my neck. Please don't take my brother off my neck.
Either way.
Hey, that's my brother. That's my dead brother.
It will be in your property.
Woo!
It's going right here in this bag. And this will have to come off too.
All because I wanted my clothes.
All because you wouldn't stop screaming and yelling, yes. Did you get the other guy's name too?
yep, I got his name. I'll get not the other guy, just the main guy. I'll get his name real quick if you want. Or I can do the book on him. I'll do the book.
I think it'll be fine.
I didn't see how big it was.
It's just a. It's
May I have my
Get a
purse
phone
with
number
all my in it,
to
please?
trespasser. Some phone number to trespasser.
Okay.
What's your name, Sierra Lowe? What's your social?
How do you spell Sierra?
Ma'am, if you don't identify yourself, we're going to have to add charges. So I suggest you just identify yourself.
Right, man, I told y'all who I was.
You didn't tell us. What is your first and last name?
My first name is Sierra, my last name is Lowe.
Read that off to me.
I literally just got off the bus to come and get my stuff. He was arguing with a man when I pulled up. And the man started fucking shooting. I ran behind the fucking bush. And came back and started knocking on the door. He didn't want to open the door because he didn't know if the man was still out there. And he did shit, man. All I wanted to do was put some clothes on. That's it. All I wanted to do was put some clothes on to the jail and I did shit.
Her behavior.
Please. Please.
She had an open container in her purse.
I haven't took my
There was a bottle of it in
medication.
her purse.
My medication is in there. Oh my God.
Or we could
All
do
I
gross
wanted to do was
language.
come home.
She was cussing.
I went to the hotel with my friend last night, and I had on pajamas. All I wanted to do was put some clothes on. Please, y'all, please. All I wanted was to change the clothes on the wheel. That's it. That's it.
Adult female to county, starting mileage 65. Out there?
At 332, you're over at the zone.
I'm there, thank you.
We got it, thanks. Yeah, get on the radio.
Right.
322 arrival pending.
Do you work anywhere, Sia?
Yeah.
Where do you work?
Amazon.
Thank you. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yep, she did. Hands are in the front.
She's trying to choke herself or something.
Yeah. Well,
Quit, stop it! You're gonna get tased if you don't stop! Stop it! We will tase you! Do you understand me? You want us to do it? You're not gonna do that, you understand?
ask for another crew to our location, please. Keep your hands by your side.
Can you send us another for, right in front of Randy? Clear, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, you just added a whole slew of charges. I've got it pulled out from my neck right here. Just for him to hurry up. He said he's coming.
You guys in Forest?
Yeah, we're on Forest at Grand.
She tried to choke herself.
Unbuckle, she slipped
And
it
unbuckle.
Unbuckle.
Let's get this. Oh, I got this.
You make one funny move, you're getting tased.
Just kill me.
No.
This ain't gonna get you out of going to jail, that's for sure.
I don't give a f. Just kill me.
Step out. You got that arm still?
Let me, Bill, you got the taser?
I got this arm.
That's not gonna. She's gonna have to hold that arm. We're gonna have some roller to get her down back. You're gonna have to cover. You have to reach over and grab that arm. Through. Why are you? Oh, yeah.
This one's double locked.
I got her here.
Andrew, these are cuffs from McGuire's.
No, what's going on? Why are we acting like this?
She tried to choke herself.
Okay.
Yeah, we're fine now. Thank you.
Can you pass me the seatbelt, honey?
Yep.
McGuire, I got your cuffs over here. You want to just grab them now?
It's gonna be where it is.
Yeah.
Unbuckle that side, that way it's in.
Let's just get her to jail. I'll call you guys.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
321 dispatch. They're going to be routed to jail again. You go ahead and let them need a hold of them. Alright, thanks. Steve on our name or crews going down there?
We can hobble her.
No, we're good.
You gotta stop. Is she unbuckle his first? You already added the obstruction, right?
Okay, so how'd you feel about that one? This was a family dispute between two relatives. The older man was her uncle, and he was allowing her to stay after she got out of jail. All right, but anyways, let's look at the laws at play here. This is Dayton, Ohio. So we're looking at the Ohio law. First, we have disorderly conduct. This is found at the Ohio Revised Code, section 2917.11. It's defined as recklessly causing inconvenience, annoyance, or alarm to others by making unreasonable noise or using offensive language. In this case, Sierra's continued yelling despite police warnings, and her presence during an ongoing investigation made her actions disruptive enough to potentially meet this threshold. What do you think? You watched the whole video. Was she disruptive? Number 2, obstructing official business. This is found in section 2921.31, and it's defined as occurring when a person with the purpose to prevent, obstruct, or delay a public official's duties does any act that hampers those duties. Sierra's refusal to comply and persistent interference as officers attempted to investigate the original shooting and assist her with getting her stuff out. Also, we have that car ride issue. All that qualifies under this statute. Number 3, resisting arrest. This is found at section 2921.33. Now, this charge didn't make it to the final plea, but resisting applies when someone recklessly or by force resists lawful arrest. Here, Sierra's actions in the cruiser, attempting to harm herself and unbuckle while restrained, all that could have contributed to the initial arrest decision and the reasoning behind this charge. Number 4, public intoxication. Now, this is found at the Ohio Revised Code, section 2917.11, section B. Now, this charge is typically prosecuted under Ohio's disorderly conduct statute when a person is voluntarily intoxicated in public and causes risk or annoyance. Now, in Dayton, while drinking in public is prohibited under a city code, there is no local statute for public intoxication. The charge against Sierra was likely based on her erratic behavior and presence in a public space during an active investigation. Remember, she started out outside being loud and screaming, and you could hear her as the police were walking around the corner of the house to get there. Though this charge was dropped in the end, it did reflect the concern over her potential impairment. All right, so with that, let's move into our evidentiary standards. Let's walk through the 6 levels of evidence and how they apply in this case. First, we have mere suspicion. Now, this is a vague hunch that doesn't have any concrete facts to back up and support that hunch. Here, officers may have had mere suspicion that Sierra was under the influence based on her behavior, but they didn't have enough evidence to take any actions without any further investigation. So let's move up one more. Reasonable suspicion. Now, this is when the police or the government have specific and articulable facts suggesting criminal activity is occurring. Now, here, Sierra's refusal to stop yelling and escalating behavior overall gave officers reasonable suspicion of disorderly conduct. Moving up one more to number 3, probable cause. Now, this is when the government has sufficient facts to believe a crime is being committed and the suspect is involved. Here we had repeated non-compliance and we had interference with the police duties. That all created probable cause for an arrest. Now, she could have been arrested for multiple things, okay? But you have resisting arrest, we have obstruction of justice, we have several different things. Now, keep in mind that probable cause is the level where the police can arrest people or they can go and seek out a warrant for either your arrest or to search. This is also the level where warrantless searches become available if certain prerequisites are met. All right, let's move up one more. Preponderance of the evidence. Now, this means more likely than not that a person's claim is true. This is used mostly in civil cases. And remember, civil cases are where people are suing each other for money. Here, Sierra's continued yelling, despite multiple warnings, supports a finding that her actions obstructed official duties. Now, if there was some case that arose out of this, a tort between the uncle and the niece, he may use this video to support his winning argument. He just has to have 51% of the evidence in his favor to win. All right, moving up one more level, we have clear and convincing evidence. Now, this level means that the government or the person bringing the action has highly probable and compelling evidence. All right, this level means that you have potentially about 75% of the evidence in your favor to win this type of action. Now, this is used in civil cases, but it also comes up in criminal contexts for certain issues. Say, for instance, if the prosecutor wants to bring enhancements on your charges based on your actions, all right, then we need to have clear and convincing evidence for that enhancement. Now, this is mostly used in cases where you must show more evidence to convince the fact finder that what you're saying is true. Say, for instance, if you've been defrauded, you would need to bring some receipts. Or if you're trying to change child custody, you need to show why your home is better than the other parents. So you need to have more evidence in these types of cases. Now here, the officer's body cam footage, the verbal warnings, and Sierra's behavior all contribute to potentially meeting this standard regarding obstruction of justice. Now, if this footage were to be used maybe in some sort of commitment hearing to commit her for mental evaluations and things of that nature, you would also have to meet this level and have about 75% of the evidence in your favor. All the things that happened here might help if there was some additional testimony showing that she has some issue that she's been dealing with. Last, number 6, beyond a reasonable doubt. Now, this is the gold standard, all right? This is the highest level in the American justice system. It's required for every conviction in a criminal trial. Now here, a plea deal avoided going to trial, okay? But her guilty plea to obstructing official business suggests the state has sufficient evidence to meet that burden. This level means there's no other reasonable alternative besides the guilt of the defendant for the charges being brought, all right? So with that, let's move into the jury perspective. If this case were brought to a jury, what would you do? All right, now let's put ourselves in the shoes of a juror. You're sitting in the courtroom watching this body cam footage. Sierra Lowe isn't a person who fired the gun, but she's yelling, refusing commands, and complicating an already tense investigation. So ask yourself, first, was her behavior disruptive enough to prevent officers from doing their job? 2, did she have a right to be emotional? Or did her actions cross the line into obstruction? 3, if you were a juror, would you believe the officers acted fairly in arresting her for disorderly conduct? Now, as things unfold, would your verdict be the same if you saw her as someone trying to collect her belongings after jail, or as someone knowingly escalating a situation? Remember, the standard isn't perfection from officers or suspects. It's whether the evidence shows interference with law enforcement beyond a reasonable doubt. Let me know what your verdict is below. Guilty or not guilty? This case is once again a powerful reminder that even if you're not the one who pulled the trigger, your behavior during a police investigation matters. Sierra Lowe was not the shooter, but her refusal to calm down, follow lawful commands, and her emotional reactions led to an arrest and her conviction. So ask yourself, what would you have done? Would you have trusted your intuition and taken a different approach? Did Sierra let her emotions override her reason? Or was she trapped in a system that didn't have room for her type of distress? Let me know your verdict. Guilty or not guilty? First of obstruction, then all the other charges. Resisting arrest, public intoxication. Comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this lesson with someone who needs to understand how fast legal lines can get crossed. And before you know it, you'll be in cuffs. Remember, this is Advocacy Alchemy. I am Professor Ross. I'll see you tomorrow. Everyone have a good day and stay safe out there.
This is a lawful order. Yes.
Come back tomorrow at 8:45 a.m. for a new lecture and subscribe to Advocacy Alchemy.